If you're struggling financially, it is time to get real. This video is not intentionally about judgment. We got to cut out the luxuries in the world that we're living in and the time that we're living in. In your case, potentially the honest truth is you can't afford the life you're living. So let's talk about how we can fix it. So we first got to talk about the needs, okay? Realistically, what's a need? You don't need a haircut. You can live without it. You need the groceries, basic groceries to cook meals. You don't need potato chips and Mountain Dew, okay? You need to pay your bills. That could be the electric bill, could be the mortgage, could be the car payment. We can circle back to that in a minute though. And then of course, if you have children, we got to take care of our kids, but we can also do that simply. Shopping for new clothes at Once Upon a Child or a secondhand store in your location. Taking care of the kids, but on a budget. We all have needs, we all have bills, we all have things we have to take care of. That's realistic, I'm not negating that, okay? And if you're just paying for those needs and still struggling, I get it. But let's see if there's anything we can cut out to make life a little bit more possible. All right, so the first one's gonna be the cosmetic, the beauty. Okay, do you get your hair cut? Do you get it colored? Eyebrows, like tinted, waxed. What do people do? Get them laminated? Filling in their eyelashes, Botox, all these things. Honestly, at this point in my life, I do the absolute basic and I get a haircut 2 or 3 times a year. I've never had my hair colored. I don't get my nails professionally done. Sometimes I do them myself a little bit, but that's pretty rare in the phase of life I'm currently in. All right, I don't pay for much cosmetically. And obviously if you have the money and you want to, that's great. If you don't have the money, stop doing these things. Moving right along into convenience services. So this could be food delivery, grocery delivery, DoorDash, just anything you're getting done that doesn't have to get done. It could be getting your lawn mowed. It could be, I don't know, a laundry service or maybe not laundry, but dry cleaning service, something like that. All right, you need to cut back on these services. Now, if you still need to use them, meaning I still have to get groceries, yes, quit paying extra for delivery. Go get them yourself. All right, the grass still needs mowed, but do it yourself. Life takes work and you can't just like buy your way out of mundane everyday tasks. All right, complete them, get them done, move along. That kind of goes into eating out, daily coffees, things like that. Do you buy coffee every day? Do you buy coffee 3 days a week? It's too much. If you are broke, you're making a poor choice there. Do you eat out for lunch? We never eat out for lunch. That's kind of a thing in our family. I either am working out of the house or I am working from home. I don't go get lunch. I pack or I make it at home. My husband packs his lunch. That's how we do it. Even my daughter in school, we pack her lunch. She doesn't buy the school lunch. All right, we are a pack your lunch family and it saves us tremendously. Then on top of that, of course, there are the dinners. We shoot for once a week at most. Okay, every now and then twice happens, but there's some weeks we don't eat out at all. So it balances out to, I would say, about once a week. Usually that's on a Friday, Saturday, or Sunday for us. Monday through Thursday, it is extremely rare for us to eat out at a restaurant. There's no need. And honestly, I feel like the quality of food and service at restaurants is constantly declining and has actually motivated me even more to learn how to cook better and just enjoy cooking out. The next thing you need to cut is decor and impulse Amazon purchases. I really can't relate to this that much. We rarely get an Amazon package, and often when we do, it's something like furnace filters that is an actual need, and it's just easier to get off Amazon, get the right size versus shopping around for it. We don't do a lot of impulse shopping. You know, I don't have just random things for my kids coming to the house or random things that I'm like influenced to buy on, say, like TikTok or Instagram. If you buy anything through an app, that app needs to go. All right, don't do it. You need to get 1 Amazon package a week max. If the Amazon delivery person knows your name, it's too much, it's too frequent. And then I was saying decor is very impulsive as well, and it can be seasonal. Some people get Christmas and fall every year. Why? Don't you have enough? And then I will say myself, so I never bought fall or Christmas decor the first 6 years of our marriage. On year 7, we got fall decor, and it's because we moved to a new home and my husband was like, let's decorate at this house. So now we have a tiny bit of fall decor that we got on a great deal, honestly, and a little bit more Christmas decor. Our previous Christmas decor was mostly hand-me-downs. All right, I think we did purchase our own tree when we got married, but for the most part, a lot of hand-me-downs. Decor is not essential. I hate to burst your bubble. It is okay not to decorate your house for the seasons. If you cannot make your bills or keep your kids fed, quit it. Do not buy decor. Now, a big part of this is you need money if you have kids, okay? If you don't have kids, cool. still do all the things I'm saying. Save that money. But if you have kids, part of the point is you want to be a good parent. Now, money does not equal a good parent. If you are broke, I'm sorry, but your kid might not be able to play travel baseball. Or maybe they can play travel, but you can't buy them the $300 baseball bat. They're going to get used cleats. They're going to get a used bat, but maybe they get to play the league. You got to give and take a little bit. And also, this is an opportunity to teach your kids, like, hey, bud, like, we have a water bill, an electric bill, and a car payment. We can't play travel baseball this year. I'm so sorry, but I am not making enough money. That stings. I know some parents would really, really not want to do that. But if that's where your life is, you need to be upfront and honest with your child. Because if you are struggling financially and you don't tell them that, again, cautiously telling them, they're going to just repeat the cycle. They're going to live a life of luxury that they cannot afford because they think it's normal to have all these things that you're doing. So you need to, at some point, break the cycle, decrease your spending, and if you need to let them know why, let them know why. Of course, keep it age appropriate and don't scare your children. The main point there that I do want to make is that your kids are going to love you and the memories you make with them. Those memories can be free. They can be at a park. They can be a picnic. They don't have to be expensive things. All right. Money does not make good parents. Now, earlier I mentioned a point on a car payment. All right. Do you have like your mortgage, your bills, your car payment? Why do you have a car payment? Why? Why did you get a new car? And if you got a new car, why did you not get a 10-year-old used car? I think it's insane how many people have car payments. Car payments used to not be really a thing. People, I feel like, saved up and bought a car with cash, and then it became a thing. And now it's like very normal to have a mortgage and a car payment. And I'm talking like an expensive car payment, like $600, $700, $800 a month. I don't know how people are doing it. I literally don't understand. There is nothing wrong with driving a 10-year-old vehicle. My husband's car, I believe, is almost 20 years old at this point. All right, there's days where he is like, I'm ready for something new, but there's also days where he says, still runs and gets me to work. Do you know how long it's been since he's had a car payment? Extremely long time. And that's been amazing. Honestly, I don't know if he ever had a car payment. He might have bought it outright from the beginning. I don't know. I'd have to ask him on that because he bought that car before he even knew me. The car payment is sucking you dry. The car payment is killing you. Because guess what? When you're done making that payment, you have nothing to show for it. That car has decreased in value. It's gotten in a car accident. It's, run its course. A home is a large thing and you have that mortgage, but it's building equity. A car is a depreciating asset. It is losing value every single day. I'm not saying don't have a car. You got to get where you're going, but have a reasonable car. Okay, everybody's out there driving luxury vehicles. Who are you trying to impress? Just drive a vehicle and own it. Own it. Be like, yep. That is a 15, 20-year-old Honda Accord. And that's okay. It gets me where I'm going. All right, we need reliable, not flashy. Another thing you need to cut if you are super tight on money would be new clothing, trendy items, and designer items. So when it comes to myself, I don't shop regularly, at all. Once a year, I'll be like, I really could use some clothes. Try to buy secondhand. I do go to Goodwill. I really do for myself, for my kids. My kids get a lot of clothes secondhand from hand-me-downs of people we know or Once Upon a Child. They outgrow them so fast. A lot of times you can find really good condition clothing that barely got worn. It gets donated. It's in great condition. All right, designer items. I don't have anything designer. Do I have a designer purse, a designer wallet, shoes, belt? Absolutely not. It's not a value to me. And it is most definitely not somewhere that I'm going to put my money. So how do we fix it? Let's talk some practical tips. First, cut reoccurring expenses. This is like the Netflix. This is the everything on your credit card that every month is $2, $5, $7. It adds up. Tally it up. You might be spending $50 a month on various little things that are recurring. Cut them. All right, cut them out. Delete apps that are triggering you to spend mindlessly. So is that YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, where you're on the app, but then somehow you buy stuff. Okay, you got influenced to buy stuff. We got to quit doing that. All right, get off of there. Now, you get off those apps. What are you going to do with that time? You're going to learn real life skills. Now, this could be on YouTube or something like that. Don't be influenced to buy. You're going to learn how to cook. You're going to learn how to clean yourself. Quit the cleaning company. You are going to learn how to take care of your home affordably and yourself. You're not going to outsource anymore and pay people to do things. You need to figure it out on your own. I spend a ton of time in our kitchen. I honestly need to clock it one day because I'm in here prepping things. I'm cutting up strawberries. I'm making peanut butter balls for my kids and banana bread. And we have those as snacks throughout the week. I'm chopping up lettuce for salad. I don't buy lettuce in a bag. I buy the head of lettuce and I chop it myself. I'm constantly chopping onions and like peppers and just all these things to make real food. Spend more time in your kitchen, less time on your phone. And then of course, there are so many free resources in this world, okay? The library. Watch some DVDs or some books, like get some books from there, okay? There's parks if you're trying to entertain your kids. There's so many free things out there. If you're trying to learn a skill, or say your toilet is running, you could call a plumber, or first you could start with a YouTube video, which is free, to try to solve the problem yourself. Some things you're not gonna be able to, but some things you just might. Use the free resources around you. We have the internet. We have so much opportunity. So in order to live the life you wanna live on the budget you need to live it on, we need the physical changes, but we also need the mindset shift. Quit going to the restaurants. Quit scrolling the apps. Physically. Mindset. You have to tell yourself you can do it. What does it take to make this happen? Sacrifice and discipline. Sacrifice your wants and your needs. Discipline, don't give in to them when times get tough. And be honest with yourself, okay? Why did you buy that item? Were you feeling down in the moment? Was it retail therapy? Why did you buy it? And did it bring you joy? Did it bring you happiness? Did it just cause more clutter and stress in your home? When you order DoorDash and it's maybe like Taco Bell, did that actually serve you well? You spent more money, you probably didn't eat the healthiest food, and you created more like, I don't know, garbage in the world. That's one thing. This is kind of a goofy one to share, but like we don't have a lot of trash in our trash can. And I've been in some other homes that I've noticed how much trash people set out every week and been just around different people groups. And it's because they bring so much into their home that there's so much that goes out of their home. So I think one key is to bring less into your home, less Amazon packages, less fast food, less random junky items that are gonna end up in the trash. So when it comes to items, whether it's, food that's gonna go away or little, Amazon trendy things, a new pair of slippers, a new bathrobe, whatever, is it serving you? Is it causing more stress? Is it just wrecking your budget, to be completely honest? There is hope. You don't have to just be poor. It could just be poor decisions. All right, you can dig yourself out. You can get where you want to get. So what I need you to do is stop calling luxuries needs. You don't need to get your hair colored. If I go gray, I go gray. These things are extras. You don't have to have them. You have to pay your bills. You have to pay your mortgage. You have to feed your children. Yes. Do you have to feed them potato chips? No, you do not. Do you have to feed them Oreos? Absolutely no. They are expensive and unhealthy. And a lot of that goes together. If you haven't noticed, it's not just bad in one sense. It's bad in like 3 ways. It's like poor health, poor this, poor that, like poor spending. It's a compounding effect. All right. When you start going in the right direction, it's like the momentum. You're going downhill, ball starts rolling, or whatever analogy you want to see it as. All right. Start with those baby steps. The mindset is important. The physical things you can do are important. Make these changes and remember, needs are needs, luxuries are luxuries, and make sure you are defining them.